Good afternoon, everybody. So, last thing that we did was operations with decimals. Look at what a decimal number is, how to convert a decimal to a fraction if required, and we looked at some structured questions. So, of course, we're not going to start my class without a recap. And so, the best recap I can give you is one that contains everything. All the buttons we have to press. So, recap of decimal problem. So, let's say we end up with, let's say you're asked to evaluate E, V, A, L, U, T, A, E, T, A, T, E. Okay? Evaluate 2.74 cubed as raised to the power 3 minus 1.7 times 3.1 raised to the power of a half, all divided by the square root of 15.7. That's something mathematical in my head. Right? You're not going to get anything as difficult as this. Right? Well, let's just see. We want to see if we can find out the buttons that we need to press. Okay? So here we have this number that we need to raise to a power of 3. So that means our power button is going to come into play. That is the button with the arrow, like that. Or it's the one depending on whether it divides x to the y, or the one that says y to the x, or it's the one with the x and the box at the top. So you have to know the button that is assigned to the device that you're using. So we can go right ahead and jump into this by typing into our calculator 2.74. Press the power button and press 3. Well, in fact, there is a button for 3, right? Is there a button for 3? There should be like an X3 button.
Yeah.
You see?
Have X3.
You should be one here with the X3. So there is a button for 3, but you can use the power button still. So you can press 2.74, press the power button, the one that's assigned, is fine. One again. 2.74, press X3. Four and press X3. Press it. 20.57, that's what I saw here. Everybody get that?
Yes.
Good. And then we're going to take away then. Now, this one now, you have to multiply what is inside first. So you can raise this to the half. Well, you can raise this to the half and raise that to the half. But it's basically just multiplying it to. So what is 1.7 multiplied by 3.1?
5.2.
5.2? 5.27. Raise that back to the half. Not true? We do step by step we do. Divided by the square root. Okay, we can go ahead and find the square root of that. So what is the square root of 15.7? So we need to look for the button that either has the one with the 2 or the one without the 2. So careful, might not touch the one with the 3, the one with the 2 or without. So the square root of 15.7 is how much?
3.96.
3.96. Very good. Alright, so now we'll slide up here and we have 20.57 minus. Now we're going to come back with the power button again. This is the one you have to open the bracket. So you type in 5.27, press the power button, open your bracket, press 1 divided by 2, close your bracket, and then press equal. 2.2? Good. And everything else now is just automatic, basic math. Subtract and divide. Okay? We're not breaking the rules. So don't come custom say, sir, they say you're going to subtract before we divide. How you are doing? I'm working the top part of the problem. Okay? So at the top now, I don't even want to give the full answer, I just want to work it out step by step still. So just give me the top one, because I want to make sure that if you go back in your book, you can verify. You're not confused as to how you get what. So it's 20.57 minus 2.29.
18.28.
18.28 divided by 3.96, final answer? 4.616 or 4.612, or 4 point, it doesn't matter. 4.6, 4.62, 4.616. Alright? So just get accustomed to your buttons. As I said, we're going to use them all the time. It's not that this is the only class. It's just very important that you guys get accustomed to the power button, how you raise the number to a fraction, the square root button, the cube root button, how to get them on the screen depending on the device that you're using. Okay? Alright, so today we're going into a very now what's it easy? Tell that already. We're going into a topic that most of you guys are familiar with. It's approximation. It's most likely we'll refer to as rounding off. So most of you guys are very equipped at it, but there are some persons who tend to get the concepts confused. So we want to clear that up before we go too further into the math. Okay, so the topic for today is approximation. Okay, that's the subtopic. Approximation. A-P-P-R-O-X-I-A-M-A-T-I-O-N. Approximation. So I decided I'm just going to give you the assessment on the 10th, so I can have a weekend to mark papers. Okay? So the 10th is the first assessment. That's a Thursday. Right? Check it. You sure? Yeah, man, it's a Thursday, man. That's Thursday, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's the date for the assessment. All my high school students are doing it. You're going to this class. So, no, come. I'm going to go to school. Now do test. Can't come out of the class and see test. Because from no. It's not like blockable. Alright, approximation, guys. I'm just saying. Please don't take me seriously anything I say except for now. A P P R O X I A M X I. Is it XIA or XIMA? I don't always have an approximation. Alright, approximation. Alright, so as I said, that approximation is just what most of us, myself, will grow up hearing that this thing in round off to the nearest tens, hundreds, thousands, right? That's back in grade 7, 8, grade 6, round out to the next round. But now at this level, we just change the name and it's kind of the same principle. We just have different terminologies for it, right? So here, right, stop for me, guys. There are 3 methods of approximating. There are 3 methods of approximating. There are 3 methods of approximating a given number. There are 3 methods of approximating a given number. 1, to the nearest decimal place. To the nearest decimal place. 2, a given number of significant figures. 2, a given number of significant figures. Third and final one. Figures. F-I-G-U-R-E-S. 3, final one. Standard form. Standard form. After that slash, like a forward slash, like a or, forward slash. Scientific notation. Scientific notation. We got it. We're good. Catch me every time. Go with it. Scientific notation. Alright, so let's ensure that we understand why we have to do this. Because when you guys ask questions all the time, like how the math that you teach not going to do it in real life. Right? But some of these things are genuinely applicable. Why do we actually have to run out? Why do we have to run out? There are just some numbers that are going to be presented to you that are impractical to write on paper. Like, I don't want to write down a number like 0.0000257821. Too long, too much digit. The most digit we want to see is we want to see nothing before the point and we want to see only 2 behind the point. The moment I start to have so many digits behind the point, I need to round off. Or if I have a very large number, something big like in the millions, trillions, I don't want to write that down on paper. I want to write it down in a more simplified form. I want to have an idea. Yes? Typical example is like, let's say you go to the store and you have a tin of mackerel. And the tin of mackerel is for $150. So the tin of mackerel is for $150. And sorry, let's say it's for $145.38. And you send your child go buy the mackerel. That child is not going to come back to you and tell you the exact price. He just started to say $150 and give you a change, right? That's it. So approximation is something we do all the time, right? You hear the price of something, you're not thinking of the actual price. You're now going to tell us, oh, it's about this, but you don't know how to get back change. Or you can give me this and I'll put the rest on it. So you're always rounding up. You're always trying to get up. So if something costs, say $2,200. You're not going to tell the person $2,200. You just look at 2.5. And you either give by the person change or you go by the party. Whichever one, right? Necessary. Okay, so round down is necessary. Now, as I said, there's 3 ways of rounding off: decimal places and significant figures. Now the rules are the same. For BP and for SF, they're the same. But there's just a subtle difference. I was teaching this today, earlier today, and it's just a little difference between them that many, if not all, students tend to get confused. And that's what we're going to be doing today. Okay? So first, I'm going to give you how do we actually round off a number to DP or SF. Write this down for me. To approximate a number, to approximate a number, the following steps must be applied. The following steps must be applied. 1. First thing you're going to do, when they say round off or approximate, this is the first thing you do. Number 1, identify the rounding position. Identify the rounding position. Identify the rounding position. 2, next step, check the digit. Check the digit that comes after this position. Check the digit that comes after this position. Full stop, continue. Same step, full stop, continue. If this digit is greater than or equal to 5, if this digit is greater than or equal to 5, we must add 1. We must add 1 to the digit before. we must add 1 to the digit before. However, if it is less than 5, we ignore the digits. And so this rule is applied for both DP and SF. Okay? So we're going to look at a bunch of examples now and try to ensure that no matter what number you get, you'll be able to successfully round off the number. So first we're going to look at decimal places. So starting off with this number, 121.2734, and you're required to approximate this number to 1 decimal place. That's the instruction given. So it could be a case where I just gave you the number, or it could be a case where you're doing some calculation. Maybe you added something, or you subtracted something, or you multiplied or divided something, or you did a combination of all 4, and when it came down to the final answer, that's what came out on the calculator screen. Boom, you get that number. Further instruction states that you must write it to 1 dp. Now at the moment, there are 4 decimal places behind the point, and I'm only interested in seeing 1. That means if I want to round this number off to 1 dp, I have to identify the digit that holds the first decimal place, which in this case is 2. I will draw my line right here. Now the purpose of me drawing that line right here, I don't have to draw the line, this is just my methodology. I draw the line right here, right between the 2 and the 7. That line separates what I want from what I don't want. I want the digits over here, and I don't want the digits over here. But I need to know, should I increase this digit by 1, or should I leave it alone? Step 2 says, check the digit that comes after that position. And if this digit that you're looking at now is greater than or equal to 5, you're going to add 1 to the digit before. So because this is 7 and it's greater than 5, you're going to end up with a final answer of 121.3 answer. Okay? 121.3. $224.4071. And once again, I want to roll this off to 1 dp. So is it always going to be 1 dp? No, it can be 2, it can be 3, it just depends. Most times, when we ask you to round off, it's rare that we ask to round off a number to 3 dp, because even 3 dp is a lot. So the maximum we use is like round it off to 2 dp, or better yet, round it off to 1 dp. Okay? So we have 224.4071. I want to round this off to 1. I will therefore identify where my first digit is in the decimal section of the number. Over here, 4071 are my decimal places. 4 is the first 10 digit. Boom. Check this digit after. It is obviously less than 5. So since it's less than 5, I will simply ignore and pretend that the rest of the digits will quantum. So then I end up with an answer of 224.4 answer. Now, if anybody has ever been doing math all your life, you will know that math is never always going to be straightforward. There's always something there with us. No matter how the teacher makes it easy, there's always send one question come. But when we try and do the exact thing what the teacher tells me to do, we still get the question wrong. It's always that one question. So the I start. Let's say end up with this number here. 300, let's say 30.9824. Yeah, 30.9824. And once again, keep it simple, round this number off to 1 pp. Now, you must be looking at it and like, okay, it's an easy problem. Simple problem. I see a number, the one I give it. I see a step, so what makes this so tricky? What makes it so hard is not indicate that it's hard, it's just tricky. Okay? So, what digit holds my first decimal position? 9. Draw the line here. Okay? Check the digit that comes after, which is obviously greater than what? 5. Which means that the rule that we're going to be adding 1 to 9 and I'll get. So the mistake is that students write down 30.10. Incorrect. So 10 is not in our number system. The highest number in our number system is 9. So we go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we go back to 0 again. So how do we fix this? If it's not 30.10, it's actually going to be 30, right? Watch me now. So you add 1 to 9 and you get what? 10. So watch now. You see the 10 where you have up yourself? The 0 will come down, and 1 where you have, you're going to add it to the 30 and you'll get 31. Okay? So you just bring down the 0, and the 1 that is on the 10, you add it to the other side and you get 31. That's the trick in this question here. So most persons will get a question like this and they write down 30.10, and it obviously feel like it right because 9 plus 1 is 10. But 30.10 is very, very far away from 30.98. In fact, it's way, way less than 30.98. So when you round off a number, it can't go too far from its original value. It has to be very close. So 30.98, the closest number to that is 31. Okay? So just look out for that. Whenever you add 1 to 9 and get 10, you don't see how to carry the 1 over to the other side. Alright? Now, very importantly, right, as we're going on to the next section, very important that when you hear the word, or when you hear the word decimal places, your only focus is going to be on the digits that comes after the point. Your starting point, where you start counting from, is the first digit after the point. Why am I emphasizing on that is that we're moving to significant figures now. Okay? So head up for me, significant figures. Everybody cool? What if you? No, you're cool. Why you give me the answer right now? So you give me the answer good. Okay? You can't give me the right answer without whatever you're doing is correct at some point. Alright, so from the English dictionary, the word significant means have a value, important. Okay? Once something